Go get your brushes, go get your paint. This is how you do it, the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on tune in, hear what I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above. And if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
And we are live, and it's Shoshie from ShoshiesMinis. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have a really cool stream planned for today, and I also have Bachelor in chat with me. Let me make sure that everybody can hear. Say hi. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, I can barely hear you. Let's see. I'm going to turn down the music a smidge. Welcome. All right, say something, Bachelor.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's still light, but we'll see how it goes. I can always turn the background music down a smidge. Let's do, yeah, it's down pretty low. Yeah, we can't turn the background music down anymore.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Either way, we're good. I think we're good. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome. We're going to be painting the most recent launch mini that I've done, which is the Demon Librarian. It's called Shh, or I'll Be Forced to Remove You. He's very sultry. I'm gonna show you not only how I paint him, but I'm going to be working on this mini because I'm going to be going to Poland in June for the miniature show Contrast. So I'm hoping to have as many of the minis that I currently have ready to be painted. Anyway, if you're here, say hi in chat. We're gonna go ahead and get going painting. So let me see here. Overhead, there we go. This is the body of the model. And we've got, here is a leg. I have got everything pinned and ready to go. We're going to be doing some zenithal priming to begin with. Can I get this in here? Maybe I might have to start over. Thought I had his leg ready. There we go. There we go. All right, so he's got one leg crossed over. We've got an arm here sitting on top of the book. There we go. And then we've got his head on a stick because it's so delicate. I want to make sure to paint it really well. He's got glasses. This model comes with two different heads. Where's the other head? I put it over here somewhere. Here it is. It's in this bag. So this model was a smidge more expensive than the other models that I've released, and that's because he comes with two different heads. He comes with this really beautiful little Chesterfield chair. It's solid resin, and a bookcase. So there's more resin involved with this mini than any of the other minis I've released. But like I said, he's not that much more, but you get a lot more. So let's go ahead and start with some zenithal. I'm gonna get ready here. So I've got my airbrush, and oh, you know what? I was a wonderful, typical. I left paint, so we'll see if this works. I left paint in my airbrush. I might have to. I think it will work. We'll try it. We just need a zenithal white. We don't need anything else. So if I can get it to work, then it will be golden. I'm going to use this primer from Acryl. I'm also going to get out my Stynylrez Res too, because I am a huge fan of Stynylrez Res white. I tend to like it a little better. Give me a second. Green, green, green. Actually, you know what? I also have this Stynylrez Res pink. He's supposed to be sort of a pinky purple color anyway. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the white, and then we're going to do some glazing over that. I just got to find it. It's funny because white is one of the colors that I use the most, and I don't know where any is. Well, we'll use the... Here, wait, what's this? Nope, that's black. All right, we're going to use the Acryl. It is a really nice primer as well. And hopefully, like I said, this won't get stuck in my airbrush because I didn't clean it. Let me see if I can clean it real quick. One thing you know about my streams is that there's always some kind of snafu that I go through. It's kind of part of the whole deal. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear, but Bachelor is laughing at me. All right, let's see if we can spray through. All right, at least it's pretty caked on there and it won't color my white. Okay, we got the worst out anyway. We'll see. As long as I can spray it without it being too speckled, I'll be okay. All right, let's switch cams. Okay, let's see. So what I like to do, and you guys can't see this because it's a white paper towel. Let me see if I have a piece of color paper real quick because that will make it easier for you. I don't. Oh, I do. We'll use this piece of cardboard that I have some minis on. All right. This is a piece of cardboard. I'm going to spray my white primer on it and see if it looks speckly or not. And so far it's not coming out, probably because, there we go, it's starting to come out. There we go. You always want to practice. There we go. You want to practice on something that you're not going to mess up before you mess up your model. Okay, I think I got a handle on this. Let's start with the bookcase. That way, if I really mess it up, it's not too bad. So I'm going to aim this way and start at the top. It's going to... There we go. Now you can kind of see how that's starting to light up. Now, I have a few of these little candles I'm going to show you. Ooh, did we lose our music? 1 second. I'm not hearing it.
No, it's still there.
Let's see if I can turn it up just a smidge. Huh. I'm not hearing my music at all. Are you guys hearing it? And I'm not hearing Batalure either. Oh, there we go. Now I hear everything. It was my headset mic that was turned down. I can hear you now too. Okay, good. All right, are you able to see everything okay, Bat?
Yeah, it's all fine.
Good, good. Okay. So I was showing you, I've got these little candles. 1 second. There we go. Got these little candles. There's a votive, there's a candle on a candlestick, and there's just a plain candle. So I can decide where these go. But I'm going to go ahead and do a little spray as if there's a zenithal lighting in here, or some kind of off-source lighting. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to overspray it. And it's not even coming out at all now. Part of the problem with white is that it'll dry on the needle. And then it won't spray out of your airbrush. And it doesn't help if you don't clean your airbrush in advance. I have some tools though that will help. I have a couple different things here. Hold on. Brushes. I can take a brush. I'll do a brush. I can put some brush cleaner on my brush. And then I can wipe it with this. I also have these little dental picks that I can use too. Okay. This is what I gotta do. Let's see if I can get this off, and then let's see if it'll spray for me. If it doesn't spray for me, then we're just gonna move along. All right, we'll get that going. I have the worst studio habits of probably any streamer that you know of. There we go. All right, I really got to press that in order to get that to spray. All right, let's try this. There we go. We're going to do a little light at the top here because that's where our candle's burning. That's good enough. And just kind of giving it this little overspray here like this so that we can see what's happening on the bookcase. That looks pretty good to me. Let's get this pair of books right here. That's a little bit lit. Okay. Now for the demon, I'm just gonna give him, I need to make sure that this is coming out right, otherwise I really can't mess up the demon. I think I might put a smidge of flow improver into, here we got some thinner into this primer. It's not the same, it's not exactly the same as the Stynal Res, so I'm gonna thin it a little bit so that it comes out a little bit better. All right, let's try it now and see if it is a little bit more effective. Yeah, I think that's going to be much better. Okay, now we can try our demon. Now just remember, if I mess it up, it's okay, I can fix it. I'm telling myself this at the same time I'm telling you. Because it is so fine. Airbrush is very fine. See, there we go. Yay. There we go.
There's no direct link to the stream.
No direct link to the stream. So shall I go ahead and post that everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Is that what people are saying?
Well, no, I've just gone on and had a look, and it's
Okay.
even when I go in live, it's not showing you live now.
Oh, shoot. I thought it was public.
Nope.
Okay, I will go ahead and make the link. Hold on one second. Thank you for letting me know about that. So everybody's going to miss the beginning. Go to YouTube. Discord. Okay. This is going to take me a second. Shareable link. Okay. I put it in the Discord chat. Paste. Let me do that again. Oh, hold on. Do not do caps lock. There we go. Okay, there we go. Publish. Now it's, we've got a direct link. Now I can go back into my socials and add that as well. I wonder if I can edit it so that the stream is live. I don't think I can. Oh, it's unlisted. That's why. Let's make it public. Publish. Okay, do a refresh and tell me if you can see the live stream now. It's showing me 2 viewers, so that's just me and you. Okay.
Yep, it's showing it now.
Now it's showing it. Awesome. So that means hopefully my viewers will be able to find it. Okay, let me go in and edit my posts. I apologize for those of you watching at home. This is going to take a second. I always have a snafu.
Yeah, got them.
Do we have people watching it all yet?
Yeah, Simon's in.
Yay, Simon, thank you. Welcome, welcome. So we got some people from the Discord already. Let's see if I can adjust this. Edit post. Oh wait, I know what to do. Okay, there we go, saving. Paste. There we go. And I'm gonna go to Instagram real quick. This is the hardest part. I wish I could just go, and this is the one thing about YouTube that is a little bit more difficult, is that I can't just easily go live and let people know the link. There we go. Okay, and then Twitter. Last one. Okay. All right. Hey, Simon, how have you been? Okay. Tweet. All right, I think that's gonna be good for now. Hey, and there's a few people. Hello, Turgert and Matt. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we've been working on this zenithal priming to start so you can see the model a little better. We had a little problem with the airbrush because I had left paint in it last night. But as you can see, it's working okay. So we can still do what we want to do. And I'm just doing a zenithal prime with the airbrush. And unfortunately, because it's white, it clogs pretty quickly. So I put some thinner in the paint. We'll give it a go and see if I can keep it from being clogged. Like I said, also I left paint in it last night, so we've got that to deal with as well. Let me see if I can scrape that so it doesn't clog. I've got this little sheet. There we go. Okay. Now let's do the chair. This is the little Chesterfield he sits on, and I absolutely love it. Is it spraying? There we go. Okay. Woo! Falling chair. All right, that's good enough. We can see the chair now. Mainly, I do this so that we can see what we're painting. This is his leg with the book on it. There we go. Get the toe. He's got little hoof boots. There, that's perfect. Just the right amount of spray. This is his arm. This is like Olympic grade painting here that I'm showing you guys because I'm looking through a light, painting with a clogged airbrush. And not doing too bad. It gives me confidence. Let's do the face. That looks really good. As you can see, he has glasses. Like I said, there's another head that does not have glasses, so the people who ordered this mini will get to choose. All right, this time I'm gonna clean my airbrush so it doesn't get clogged with white paint in addition to the black paint from yesterday. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome, welcome. Jennifer is actually my 3D printer who does the test printing for all the models before they get sent, the STLs get sent to the caster. So she, if you ever want something 3D printed, what is it? Ted, is it T3D? Yeah, T3D, I believe. Hyphen at TED Arts, I think is what it was. You can tell us in the chat. Bat can post your link for you if you'd like. Oh yeah, this is really, I'm just gonna put some airbrush cleaner and let it sit in there while we chat. Okay. New paper towel. I think a lot of the people in this chat here ordered the demons, so this is going to be fun for them to watch, and especially once we get going. Hopefully, I'm hoping this is going to end up a nice tutorial for folks. All right, I am going to pick. I'm debating whether I want to start with the Citadel paint or not. And I think I might start with this purple. I think because skin is a little bit satin and Citadel paint is also a little bit satin, I'm going to start with this on my palette. I'm going to put him over here, put the chair over there. We've got our paints. We got a wet palette from, this is a sponsored wet palette from Redgrass Games. All right, that you got to tell me if you need me to move my brush or anything or whatever I need to do. Yeah. So I'm just using some pretty broad strokes right now to kind of base coat his skin. I thinned out the paint a little bit so that this zenithal priming would show through. I'm not really too worried about the straps or anything yet. Because, let me move my camera just a smidge here.
Just move down a tiny bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. There we go. I need to aim it. There we go. Yay, perfect. You guys can see that? Okay, good. Anyway, like I said, I'm not worried about the straps right now because I'm going to paint over them at another time. So I'm just trying to fill in all of the skin parts with this purple first. Because he is sort of a tiefling kind of demon. I do really like Citadel for coverage. You don't usually need more than a coat or two to get a good coat. And I'm using this, this is like one of their utility brushes. It's not a detail brush. And that's so I can get in here and get the business done here. There's a lot of little holes and gaps that we need paint to be in. And having a less, what? A little too high? Thank you. See, this is why we have that here. He's helping me. Having the ability to get in here without worrying about the brush being destroyed is good. So like I said, I'm just painting into all of the little crevices and areas first, and I can come back later and do maybe some fancy dry brushing or something to get get the detail of the brush, of the straps. And Bat, could you read chat to me if I have any questions or if anybody says anything?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, great. That way I can paint. And if anybody wants to ask stuff, that can let me know. You can see I'm painting rather quickly in order to get the same, basically equal coverage as much as I can over the skin. Okay, let me pull this down a little bit. There we go. I'm just looking for the spots that I missed. Get my water cup handy.
You're drifting up again, Shosh.
Okay.
You've got a magnet up there.
I got a what?
Magnet up there.
I do, because this is where I can see it better, so I need to fix my camera so we can... Ah, there we go, because that's much better. Is that better? Hopefully you can see.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep it pulled down. As I told Bat before we started, I'm like, I have a ring light camera that I'm looking through. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to go kind of quickly because I want the skin to be even. Not to have any kind of brush marks. That's the other nice thing about Citadel, is there's not, it's kind of a little bit of a self-leveling paint in a way. Like I said, I only probably need 1 or 2 coats. All right, so that's, I'm going to let that be right where that is and do to the other leg. There we go. I have a technique that I like to use when I'm painting that I got from a book by Mona Brooks called Drawing with Children. And one of the things she does is she'll say, when she's coloring, she'll do all around the edge of where the things meet and then fast in the middle. And that actually works for any kind of coloring in, whether it's markers or paint. Let me show you again on this arm. So for instance, let's say I just wanted to paint from here. So I would paint all around the edges, right? And then I can go very fast in the middle. And because I painted those edges, it kind of holds it in like a coloring book. And I'm gonna hold this. This is his little pin. Normally I would probably put this on a dowel rod like I have the head. I just didn't get around to one. So if I have to set him down and wait till it's dry and pick it up again, then I can do that too. All right. That's as much as I'm going to get that painted. Let's go ahead and do his face. This is where I want to be a little bit more careful. I might use a different brush for this part. Let's do a smaller brush. This is one of the Monument Pro Sables. I don't believe it's real. sable, but it's a nice enough quality that it holds a pretty springy brush. I'm gonna just go ahead and brush this skin tone into his beard and on his eyes. Like I said before, you can just go over stuff later. If you're painting thin enough, don't use the gloppy paint, or you're going to get rid of all those awesome details. My box artist was Elizabeth Beckley Bradford. She did such an amazing job. If you can get a chance, if you haven't already seen it, go on my Instagram or Elizabeth's Instagram. I believe she's Mini Mistress on Instagram, and you can see what she did. I'm gonna go ahead and paint on his beard because I can always add color later. I just want to make sure. Thin this out a little bit to get into his glasses. All right, I think I'm almost got all the spots covered. We got good coverage. That's our base coat. Do I have any? I think I have a question on my... Hello, Ro. Welcome. We're working on the demon. All right. We've got the base coat of his skin with this really pretty purple violet color from Citadel. It's called Xerius Purple. You don't have to use the same colors as me. If you've got something similar and want to use your own mix, do it. You might want to you might want to have a gray tiefling. One of the gals who I sent a promo mini to, which you absolutely have to go see, is, let me get this elbow. The promo mini, I'm trying to remember what the name of their Instagram is. Now it's leaving, I can never remember now. Anyway, they painted this black and white demon, and it just came out amazing. All right, a little bit more. I'm running out of paint here. Now at this point, I'm just looking for my little spots where I missed putting down paint. The second layer. Hey, Will. No, it's okay. You're not too late because I actually didn't get the link shared correctly until just a little bit ago. So you're good. I'm going to put a little bit more of this Xerius Purple down. We're using the Citadel to start the skin. I think it'll be a good base. Look at how nice that first coat did. I don't even see any spots I need to really mess with at that point. Let's see the arm. Good, good, good. We need to get this. There we go. I can kind of hear myself through your mic, or through your mic, Bat. But it's okay. You can just turn it down just a smidge. There. All right. Arm is good. Rose says, is the black and white demon already posted online? Will they release their images? Or Yeah, so she put that it was a promo model. Let me tell you who painted it. It's already posted. It's really gorgeous. Hold on one second. I will tell you. I think I shared it in my... So one of the nice things is you can go to my... maybe I didn't share it. Here, wait. I think the name of the artist who shared it is... hold on, I'll find it. Here it is. Check out Chromatic Miniatures with a KHR. Chromatic Miniatures on Instagram, and they have posted their version of the demon. I sent them a promo model that looks really great. Yeah, it has been forever. It's so good to see you as well. Oh, look at that. The head is gone. Where'd it go? Oh, here he is. Off with his head. I'm gonna just put a little drop of super glue so that doesn't happen again, because knowing me, it will just fly off and never to be found again. There we go. All right, now we're looking at this. What's nice about painting my own models is I've been looking at them so much. I know exactly what everything is. All right, so here's some lighter purple. This is called Gene Stealer Purple, and we're gonna mix it with this other purple I've already got on here. The Gene Stealer is really light. I might need to shake it. Maybe that's why maybe it's not as pigmented. Or maybe we can just use it straight. Let's try it and see on the back. Always work on the back of things so that you can test things out. All right. Yeah, that barely can see. All right, let's just use it straight because I feel like it might be transparent enough that we don't need to mix. It might be a perfect triad. Rose has found it. She through the black skin is gorgeous, but your purple version looks cool too. Thank you. Well, what I'm really hoping is that people really do make this model their own and just have a blast with it. Okay, I'm fighting with this paint. You can see how it's like pooling up on the shoulder like that. I don't know if I want that. Let me try something. So one of the things with satin colors you can do a little bit better is a 2 steps up, 1 step down. So this is a satin. This is a rosy flesh. I'm gonna try to go up a few values and then mix that purple on top to paint it. All right, we're gonna mix this with that purple. See if this highlights it a little better. Like I said, I'm doing it on the back. Okay, that's really bright. All right, now I'm going to try to, because it's satin, it has a little bit longer open time, so we can try blending it a little better. Let's see what happens. Yeah, maybe this won't work. Let's mix some of this purple. Wet blending just right onto the model. And I can always airbrush it if I hate it. If I hate it, I can change it. I'll let that dry completely and then come back over it with some purple. Let's mix it with this darker color. Maybe we can, yeah. I think this is what I get for just experimenting around. We'll just see what happens. In some ways, satin paints, they blend much nicer, but they also get like this streakiness. See how? Let's go back with this purple over this and see what happens. Okay, so there, that did work. That is what I was looking for, this underpainting. I just don't want the streaks, that's all. See how this is all streaky all over his shoulder? Let's try. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop right now because I really want this smooth. I'm gonna try to airbrush. This is where I tell you guys I'm failing in public, right? Because I want you to see me make mistakes, figure it out, so that when you make mistakes, you don't strip your model. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Oh man. Hold on, you gotta see this. This is in my airbrush. I gotta show you this. Ah! There's a huge chunk of just gross dried paint. I'm gonna pull this out. Can you see this? Ah! This was in my airbrush because I left my paint in the airbrush at night. That's why I'm saying this is a marathon painting because I've got all the handicaps now. But you know what? You don't learn how to paint well without making mistakes, and this is definitely one of them. All right, I've almost got all this paint out, and then I'll be able to spray. Hopefully. Okay, I might just switch airbrushes. Let me see if I've got a spare airbrush. That will be much, much, much faster. Here's one. Found a better airbrush. Does it have a needle in it? Let me get a good needle. Yay. Okay, good. I'm so glad. This will work. I got a couple clean airbrushes. 2-step, 1-step down. Yes. It's your favorite country song. All right, I got a fresh, this one has a needle even, fresh airbrush. I'm just gonna, what's great about this particular, I can just pop this off. This is a connector hose that Badger makes, and I can just add that back in. Actually, I need this piece. This is the quick connect. I do have a drawer of airbrushes because, okay, fun fact, I have ADHD, and that's why I leave paint in my brush, and that's why I forget stuff, and I often just buy a new airbrush, and then I end up having, I have like 7 or 8 new airbrush, or not new, but 7 or 8 airbrushes because I'm constantly messing mine up, and it's just easier for me to just grab another airbrush and then let the other one soak and clean it. Okay, is this gonna work? Wait, I gotta twist this on. Okay, twist this. There's something going on with this one too. Hold on, make sure. It feels like the needle might be bent. Okay. I think that's going to work. All right, I'm going to put a little of this. Let's do a thinner. I always like to put thinner in my airbrush a little bit first and then spray it through. I will know your secret about buying new ones. Yes. All right, this is bent. Hold on, let me get another needle. I've got another needle here. You can tell it's bent because the airflow goes off to the side. Yeah, and that's got caked on too. I have a whole bunch of, every time I buy an airbrush, I also buy some needles. So that I always make sure I know which needle goes with what airbrush. Because that's the other thing is I'll forget. All right, so you get to see this. What's great is these airbrushes, or these airbrush needles, come as a little kit. So you get a new little thingamajig on the end to fix this tip if it goes bad, which tends mine. Oh, you know what? Look at that. Is there even a thing in there? Hold on. I've got a pair of pliers here. There we go. There should be a tip in here. There isn't. Okay, that's probably why that wasn't spraying. Because this little doodad wasn't even inside of it. Oh man. I'm so glad I didn't put paint in there yet. All right, so this sits about right here. Then we can put this on. Wait, nope. Then we put this on. Yes. And then this. This is the other airbrush that the other one is sitting. Okay. Now, then we've got a brand new needle. I had to teach myself how to do all this taking apart. One of the most important things you can do if you want to learn to airbrush is learn to take your airbrush apart. See how that goes through? It threads all the way through. Wait, can you see it? Is it not going through? There, now it's going through. Okay. And then it comes through the other side as the tip. Quick little airbrush lesson. Is that gonna, there we go. Nope, it's not quite on there. There we go. This has a little hole it has to go through as well. So see how there's a hole here. You put that down on top of that little plunger. You can barely see that little plunger. Put that on top of that. And then press it, make sure that it's kind of spongy feeling. Then you can press the needle through and it should go through your cup into the end. And then you can tighten this side. And then this should be springy, just like that. Perfect. And you can press it. There we go. Okay, now I had my little plunger doodad thing. Where is it? Oh, I used the wrong airbrush. I'm such a flake. This is it. This is my brain. This is how I just handled the wrong airbrush. That's okay. We got it. We got it. Let's take this off. Well, you're going to see all kinds of secrets today, like how difficult it is sometimes. See, now it's not spraying because I have this turned. There we go.
Using super glue today.
What?
Just as long as you're not using super glue.
Right, as long as I'm not using super glue. Actually, if you do put super glue in an airbrush, you can spray cobwebs. Did you know that? It's a mess to clean up, but that's actually how people make airbrush cobwebs. Okay, that's a huge blast, so I'm going to adjust here so that it's not so strong. That's what I like about this. It's still really strong. But you can hear how clear that is compared to the, there we go. All right, now thinner. Just a little bit. And I always blow this through so that we're not working with, the airbrush isn't wet, right? Like, or sorry, isn't dry, because I don't want the paint to stick to the insides of the airbrush. Let's do it like this. It's going to be difficult for me, so let's just do this. There we go. All right, we don't need a lot. Put a little bit more, a little smidge more thinner. And then we can stir. Because this isn't an airbrush paint, so it does need thinning. All right. I lost my top. There we go. All right, let's try it on the scrap because we don't want to try it on the model until we know it goes through okay. Ooh, it's a little watery. So I don't want that watery paint so much on the model, so I need to add a little bit more paint. There we go. Let's try this. There we go. I think that might be good. You can kind of see how it flows by pulling it up to the side. Okay. So now we're going to get our scrap. If it's still watery, see? Now it makes a little circle. That's what I want. I want to be able to have, still a tiny bit thin, but I think I'm going to live with it. All right, let's do it on the back so that we don't mess it up. I like that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to basically zenithal him all over again with this peach. There's a little line on his shoulder. Can you see that? Okay, so yeah, this is what I want. He's got kind of a peachy look now. And then let's do this. See how smooth that airbrush is? There's his knee. Make that end of that knee a little bit more bright. And his arm. This I don't want to be holding, so I'm going to basically put it, it's already pinned, so I'm going to put it onto his body. There we go. And do it like this. And again with the zenithal so that you keep all the shadows on his biceps and stuff. See how it's so nice on the shadows there. Nice contrast. And last, his face from above. See, we keep all that lovely shadow. Beautiful. Okay, he's kind of peachy right now, but that's all right. So let's see what happens now on the back when I go back over it with this other purple here. Yes. Yeah, that's much closer. Okay, so some paints are more transparent And that's why we have the 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So when you get this, I don't know what, oh, I know why this is so transparent. I don't know if you guys know the difference. This is full strength. This is Citadel Air. And so it's automatically thinned down, a thinned down version of this one, of the regular Citadel layer. So it's meant for airbrush. That's interesting. What happens if we put this into the airbrush? Let's take this out. I have a dump pot somewhere. Wait, maybe I don't. Maybe I've got a bottle. Oh, here we go. I got it. Perfect. I like to use like an old, here, let me show you. Like one of these with the top, and you just stick that in there and it holds all your paint. There's a little bit that escapes, but nothing like, if I hold it here. All right, it's mostly out. Better to get an airbrush booth for sure to wick away all your paint. All right, I'm going to clean this out. And then I'll dump it into the trash. Because it's acrylic, I don't tend Ooh, why did that raise my volume?
I didn't hear it right.
What?
I didn't hear it go up.
You didn't? Okay. Let me know if the volume on my music just went up, because for me it did. It might not have for you. I think I leaned on something. Let me try this. No? Okay. It might have been my mic, my headset mic. All right. So one of the things I'm going to probably do with this model is have a series, because I really want to get him entirely painted. That was my cam. And I want to be able to show how I did it and document it. But I will tell you, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be ugly because I don't edit anything.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Will says, I know your secret about buying new ones. That I buy new airbrushes whenever the old ones get clogged because I don't take care of them. Yes. There's something we call the ADHD tax, where a lot of times we'll buy the same thing over and over again, sometimes because we can't find our other one. That happens sometimes too. It's like I can't find a clean airbrush, so I'll buy a new one. Okay. Something in the airbrush is leaking air. What is it? Ah. I can feel it leaking air in this part. I need to look. Hold on one second. Make sure that it's tight. Okay. Okay. There. Now it's not doing it. Okay, good. All right, we cleaned that out. Let's put some of this airbrush paint and see what happens. Let's see. Let's move this up. Because it's airbrush paint, I shouldn't need to thin it. It should just go right through. All right, that's good. Let's see. Is that enough? That's not enough. There is some kind of medium or something in it, probably thin or medium. Let's try the scrap of test scrap here. Make sure I want it to aerosol right. Wait, it's too high. Okay. Ooh. Turn it down a little bit more. There's a lot of water inside the airbrush. All right, there we go. It's basically glazing, which is exactly what I want. So let's try glazing this purple. And that came out exactly how I want it. I want it to glaze over that pink and tint it purple. There we go. We might need to do that a few times. There we go. That's beautiful. So that's what I wanted. I wanted this purple, not the pink. Where's his face? Here we go. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. And so letting that dry, let's go ahead and we can actually dry it with the airbrush. I just need to make sure. Yeah, we can dry it with the airbrush by just blasting air through it. Ooh, it's got a little run. You can just wick that up with the finger. Yeah, that's going to be beautiful. All right, I love this. Ooh, okay, we're out of paint. That's why it blasted me. Now, that's a good start. I'm going to let that dry. Got a hair dryer. Let me blast it with the hair dryer real quick. I got my hair dryer. Oops, I usually mute. Let me mute. So we've got now the parts. See that we've got that beautiful purple pink. And I'm looking, you can kind of see there's some modeling on his skin right there. What that says to me is we need more purple. We're going to put a smidge of this back in here. This darker color. It's got a lot more pigment in it. So just a tiny, tiny bit of this purple. Mix it in a little bit of this again. Scooch it down to the top there. Let's see if I can get rid of this modeling and also darken up this leg a little bit. Right, got it. Always test, always test. There we go. I want that soft little dot. Perfect. Awesome. Yes. That's starting to look like skin. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Same thing with this arm. Let's do this side real quick. It's okay if that one's darker because it's going to be more shadowed. Yes, this is what I was going for. I would have taken years to get it this smooth with a brush. This is exactly how I want it to look. Let's do his face. Yes. Perfect. All right. Clean out the brush. Like I said, this would have really taken much longer. There's people out there that say that using an airbrush is cheating, and they don't know what they're talking about. It's just a tool. There's no cheating in art. In fact, art itself is about learning all the rules and then learning how to break them. One of my favorite miniature artists is, he's probably one of the first people to ever use airbrush. And I'm blanking his name, of course, right now. There we go. Clean the brush. Yay! Okay, things are dry. What color shall we make his outfit? Let's do it this dark gray. And then we can shade it, maybe shade down. Let's see. Let's choose, I've got black. Let's go with this dark warm gray, maybe. I've also got dark neutral gray. This is, these are both matte, so they're gonna look very different next to his skin. Magic bullet. It ain't a magic bullet. It will always be more powerful tool. Yes, it takes practice. And I've been working with the airbrush for probably, gosh, I don't know how many years, but it really did change my painting game a lot. I remember the very first time that I ever painted. Hold on, I can barely hear myself think with this music. The first time I ever painted with I primed. I didn't paint. I primed. And it was such a game changer for me that I almost cried because it took me so much less time to prime my minis. So even if you only learn to use an airbrush just to prime, do it because, oh my gosh, so nice. This gray is a really pretty gray to go with his clothes. Let's see. Let me grab another brush. Yes. Oh, I was so bad. I put in one of the brushes into my cup upside down, so now it's a little bit smushed. Dang it! All right. I love this song. This Bollywood music that I had made. It's so nice, so chill. All right, this is the gray. I'm gonna try to get his shorts painted here with this. Remember how I said go do the edges first slow and then do fast in the middle. So watch me do the edge slow. And then I can do fast in the middle. There we go. This is one of the few minis you're going to see. He's got a little junk in the trunk. Most of them don't. Most of them are kind of unique. There we go. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. And now I'm going to really carefully, I'm going to see if I can move this camera a little bit so I can get this. Here we go. You can see that, okay? You can see it?
I know, yeah, it needs to catch up.
Okay. I'm just being really slow and meticulous, going around the edge of this belt next to his skin. See, and then I can go fast once I painted it in.
Yeah, I can see it all actually.
Good, good. Okay. Some of this doesn't matter if I paint the back because he's just going to be sitting in the chair. You're not going to see it. But it's kind of fun to, you know, paint him all the way and then put him in the chair.
You mean you paint the back?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm just making sure I got all the little specks coated. Let's go ahead and do the boot. And again, I'm going to go slow around the edges. And then I can go fast in the middle.
Creeping to the top of the screen again.
Yeah, I pulled him down just now, just when you said that. Oh, we got a dupe song. Hold on, let me go change that. I do really like this song, though. Can we skip? It's not showing me my whole playlist. There we go. Bear with me. I'm going to see if I can show the whole... There we go. All right, now I got all my... Okay, that should work. All right, back to the painting. If I were to be airbrushing this, I would probably mask off his skin with the silly putty so I could just spray this boot, you know, gray, but this is fine. All right, got that. So now he's properly clothed. As proper as demons are. Some more paint. Good, nice blob. All right, other boot. There's more to paint around on this one. Let me pull it down for you. There we go. Again, see how I'm going around the edge first? Try not to touch that skin. Slow around the edge. We're on the edge of this book. There we go, and then we can go fast. I flooded the model a little bit with paint, but hopefully it's wet enough. I'm gonna see if I can mop up some of it. Yeah, see how I can mop up some of that paint? It got a little bit too thick and I lost some of my detail. I can just blot it and then get back here with the paint again and go back over it nice and thin. Okay, one thing. Okay, now what else? We had his arm, I see some mistakes that I made right here on his leg. Some it's gonna get covered by his book. But I can take this darker purple because it's going to get covered by his book anyway. I can come in here with a little gray and a little of this purple. Ooh, that's too much gray. Ah! Let's go with more purple. Now just make that mistake look like I did it on purpose and make it into a shadow on his leg. Blend that edge. There we go. Somewhat. You can try going over it with the pink too over here. No, not too bad. Let that dry completely before we touch it again. All right, where's our pink? Let's do this. I'm just going back onto some of the muscle volumes. A little bit of purple. I'm sort of wet blending this in. That's pretty. Just giving him some of these muscle definitions here. See, and then we can come back in with the purple and go back over it and knock it back down. That's nice. 2 steps forward, 1 step down. Let's go back here with this hand, because we want your eye to come up here to this part of his face, so we want this part to be a little bit lighter. It's getting streaky on me, so I got to go back with this purple and blend it in. It's lovely. Thank you, Joey. How are you? Okay, let's see. Let's hit these knuckles. Kind of doing some like color blocking here so I can kind of see where the lines of his attention are going. There we go. It's purple. I may have to come back in with the airbrush again. We'll see. I'm gonna let that just sit and dry and see what happens. Been good, been busy. You glad you had a lull? Yeah, thank you so much for coming by. Okay, we can go back over that, glaze it back down with the purple a little bit, but the purple, that pink shines through, so we get that little highlight, right? It's still smudgy though. I don't like that. It is so hard to paint on stream, sometimes to the level that I want. There we go. There we go. It's just sometimes I have to fight with it. There you go. Okay, so let's go with some of this pink again. Let's do this knee. It's a little too bright. So I mixed some purple with it. Okay. Remember that line that we tried to cover up with the gray? So now we can come in here with the purple again and go back over that pink. That's good enough. I'm not going to futz with it too much because let's do some purple over here on the belly. If I paint it, just glaze it over this pink, we get the right value. There we go. Okay, I'll let that dry. Let's look at his boot here. We've got the boot in the book. I'm thinking about if he's got gray leather, what color is the highlight going to be? We've got this bright neutral gray. Since we're using dark, we've got dark neutral gray and then bright neutral gray. Let me see if I can get this open. Good, good. There we go, perfect. Now again, I'm gonna mix this half and half with this, so we're gonna glaze up slowly. It's about 50-50, dark and light. If I need to make it a little smoked, just a little skosh darker. Okay. And I'm just gonna hit these little highlights. I'm just kind of over brushing, so you can imagine. And I'm also looking at where is the overhead lamp hitting the boot. So that's where I'm putting my highlight. See that? Yes.
You need to come down again on you.
Yeah. Okay, I missed. There we go. this highlight is wider at the top, and then it goes thin, and then it kind of widens out again. It's a little bit of the same concept of non-metallic metal, where you're kind of looking for edges and light is bouncing. Okay, and then I can kind of do overbrush of these laces as well. So we've got that highlighted. I'm going to go back in with my base color now and see if I can't slowly blend this with a glaze, because that's pretty harsh right there. This is really all about your brush work. See how I'm kind of like almost like mopping it? Add a little bit of this lighter color, mopping it in. Go back with my dark, where it's kind of bending. And again, I'm kind of employing that 2 steps down. See how much smoother that is now? Let's do it on this. Anywhere where I want the edges to be a little. Now, since it's leather, the highlights are going to be very crisp, because leather is very reflective. There we go. All right, so let's get a lighter color. Let's get, that's a warm gray. Let's get the lightest of this, and then we're gonna just kind of hit the very, very highlights. Very, very carefully, and we might need to now I can go back in with that darker while it's still wet. And blend. Ooh, yeah, I like that blend. It's really nice. See how that just kind of smoothed it down, just knocked it down. I'm too high, aren't I? Sorry, guys. All right. Get back in here with the darker color again. The light colors dry really fast. So it's nice because then you can kind of blend over them quickly too. All right, let me go back in with this light color and do these laces. Very nice. Now these, I will need to knock these down because they're drawing my whole eye to the laces. They're too light. But I want to put them in there light and then, like I said, kick them back down. with a wash. We'll wait for that to completely dry first. All right. Now I want to try something. We've got this new, it's not new, but this black wash from Acryl. I want to give it a try. Let me give it a good shake. I don't know if it's going to work for what I want it to work. It might be a little too shiny, but I want to try it a little bit. Somebody had a comment. Let's see. Shoshie, I'm trying your watercolor pencil trick for freehand right now. I'll post in the Discord. Yes, for the Twilight Night. Awesome. We have a Discord because I have a Patreon, and people are welcome to always, you know, post their work in the Discord when they want and get feedback from anyone in the Discord, including myself. Okay, I like this wash. I don't think I would like literally wash this over everything. Let me put it over that white and see if that, yeah, that knocks that down just perfect. Well, let's see what happens when I wash it over everything. Too high. Thank you. It does give it a shine. We'll see what happens when it dries. I don't know if it'll dry matte or not. I don't think it will. That's okay though. They're leather boots. It's okay if there's a little shine to them. All right, let's let that dry. Since he's got a book on his lap, I'm not gonna paint too much of his shorts because it's just gonna be a waste of time. It would all be dark colored anyway, right? Because of the, oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some gray highlighting with this and see how it looks in the chair when I finish. Okay, and I also want to get his straps painted with this gray as well. This is going to be a little bit more difficult because of the detailing and that trying to get it on camera. We'll try it. Sorry if my camera is moving. This is the part where I'm going to paint the whole thing kind of slow because I really want it to be careful. I also want to put a little bit of water in my brush. Sorry about the shake. Oh, sorry. So that I can make the paint flow a little bit more easily. See, I can still do that around the edges and in the middle thing. Is that too high up?
It's all good at the minute.
Oh, good, good. The straps, you want to make sure to paint like the edges of the straps too, because it will look funny if it looks like the sides are the same color as the skin. And don't forget, if you mess up, you can always fix it. How are we on time?
You're good. It's 25 minutes.
Okay. Like I said, this is probably, we're going to probably keep streaming this over the next few days. I'm not exactly sure the schedule yet. But I do want to keep this as a kind of a series. And I'm hoping maybe I can even be organized enough to make a playlist. The most difficult part will be trying to not mess with it while I'm off screen and just let you guys see everything. See how I'm turning the model each time. I'm not turning the brush. Whenever I need to get into a new area, I turn the model. And also having gloves on is good, because if you are using your actual fingers, you run the risk of getting the oils from your hands on the model, which means that it could exfoliate the paint. It can also leave oils, and then paint won't stick. It's looking really nice. I really love this color. This is a beautiful gray. And it goes so nice with his skin. It really makes that pink pop a lot more. This model so far, it's been fun to paint. He's definitely different than anything I've worked on before, which is my whole point. All right, see how I made a little mistake down here before it's dry. I might be able to, it dried pretty quick. Okay, wasn't able to get it. I can come back in with this pink. Okay. Okay, let's see what his head looks like. So we need to go in there with the pinks on his face. Let's mix it with this purple. So we're like halfway in between. No, that's not halfway. There we go. What I like to do is put down that mid-tone and then wet blend it in with the lighter color. Grab some of this. I really, really hope that I'm able to paint his eyes and everything on camera. I don't think I'm going to be able to. do it in a way that is going to be satisfactory for me. But I will try. Big cat hair right across his lips. Okay, pink, come on. I mean, he has like he's got very strong features, so his face is really not that difficult to paint, in my opinion. Let's see how this looks on his body, if it's too light or not. Nope, that's about right. Good. Shall we make his hair dark too? Shall we make his hair like this same gray? Yeah, I think so too. We can make him a little bit of a silver fox, an older intelligent guy, but maybe not. I'm not sure yet, because one of my things was that it's not just older intelligent men that are attractive. It's just intelligent men. That's the whole point of this sculpt, was that the idea is that in fantasy, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, but younger men are rarely shown as intellectual. We get wizards, we get gnomes, all the older characters get to be intellectual, but not the younger ones, and certainly not attractive ones, except, yeah, just wizards and gnomes, I think. So maybe I will keep him a little bit on the younger end. I have a friend who has kind of a beard pattern just like this, and he also happens to be a librarian, and he also happens to play a tiefling in his D&D campaign. And so I made sure that he's going to get a copy of this. I like this beard. It's not difficult to paint. I really like it. Cute. He's so cute. Pretty sure that librarians secretly rule the world. Yes. Well, they definitely rule the library. And that's, here we go. Making sure to get all the little black dark parts painted that I want. Notice again, what? I'm too high?
No, 15 minutes.
Okay, yes. So we're going to have a 2-hour stream. I'm going to go ahead and try to, I will announce when I'm going to be painting him again. And we will just keep streaming him until he's done. That's my goal. Look at this. All right. Yes, I'm so happy with this already. I just feel like I need to get his glasses as well. I might end up painting his glasses even darker. Actually, I should wait, because I still have to paint his eyes. And if I paint his glasses now, I'm going to end up having to repaint them, because I'm going to get paint all over them when I paint his eyes. All right. What do you think? This is a good time to stop. Let's put his leg on and show you. There we go. And then his arm. Ta-da. And then where's his chair? Hold on. Let me grab his chair. Oh yeah, that's gonna look awesome. And then his head. I think we could go higher with the highlights on his face, but we can wait for that. Yes, I'm excited. All right, folks, it is 3:47. I'm gonna go ahead and paint just a smidge more, and then we're gonna clean up. So while I've got him in his chair, I can kind of see where I want some highlights, and I can go in with my purple and my pink. And I can see I want something up here. We're gradually leading the eye back up to the face. That's my point here. A little bit on this knee. This forearm. It's funny because sometimes you have to go back and forth with this 2 steps forward to 1 step down thing, because every now and then you just get a little too bright and then you knock it down, but you knock it down too much. There we go. Let's see. There we go. I just want it to be blended smooth. That's the main thing. All right, we're getting there. Let's do a little bit of a highlight on his knee. Those will definitely need to be knocked down. That's too bright. Perfect. There we go. Looking good. And you can see how much of the straps are showing. We really don't need to paint all of that. I probably still will. How much time do we have? Do we have enough time to finish the straps at least?
Got a minute.
A minute? All right, we'll get this. Sorry if we go a little bit over time. Oop, his arm fell off. There was a little bit too much water in my brush right there. It started to bleed. See how I'm turning the mini? Okay. Yes. All right. This is a good time to stop. And we're not going to have a stream tomorrow, but I'm going to look into like trying to do like a pretty regular schedule until he's done in the very near future. Thank you everybody for joining me. I super appreciate you guys stopping by. There was a lot of you. I was really happy. We'll be back. I'll be painting more of this. I think he's gonna be really fun. The last little bits. So even if you don't miss, even if you miss some of the middle streams, try to make it. I'll try to make the last stream on a Saturday so everybody can make it, because I think he's gonna really pop. It's gonna be amazing. So thank you so much. Let me put my little end screen thing on. There we go. Yay. All right, everybody, you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will see you again soon.